This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
You all have been together now for about a year and a half, but allegations of cheating are jeopardizing this relationship. Miss Milton, why are you here today? What warning signs have you seen that Mr. Roberson is cheating?
I've caught him on several occasions lying about him knowing females, text messages. I've had females calling me, telling me they're expecting. Whoa. He's even gonna move in with the female. Yes.
These are the warning signs?
These warning
signs.
Okay.
That's red alert.
Yeah, no, this is beyond warning right here. And so you have seen or been witness to all of these things, and that's why you're bringing him here to court.
Yes.
All right, well, Mr. Roberson, that's a whole lot you got.
That's not true, y'all. That's not true at all. I love Tatiana. I love women, too. Women love me, but I love her more.
Ah.
So he's a lover.
He loves the ladies, and the ladies love him.
Yeah, how about that?
Yes.
But you're saying that even though they love you, you've been doing the right thing.
Yes.
And you have not been cheating.
Not cheated yet.
Not cheated yet. Have you been thinking about it?
No, I've been faithful all these for a year and a half. I've been faithful to Tatiana.
All right.
Nice.
Ms. Milton, if you find out that he's cheating, what's that mean for you?
I'm done with them. I'm fed up. I've had enough.
Sound good to me.
It sounds, so you...
But I love her, but I ain't cheating, but she accused me, you know, I love we together, but now she accused me of cheating. I don't know what to say.
He disappeared.
Well, you just said a mouthful. You said good. I mean, you know, that was pretty clear.
Because you are going to disappear.
What was it about him that caught your eye?
He's clean cut, nice built, handsome. He was in the service, an honorable man.
Yeah.
An ideal husband.
Okay.
And so what was it like in the beginning?
Beautiful. Like, he just swept me up off my feet.
Did you have the same experience when you met Miss Milton?
Yes, Your Honor. I love her smile, her cooking.
All right.
She cool with kids and her family. She family orientated. You know, the sex is good too. But
whoop, there it is.
She's a nice person.
All right, so you all had something going.
Yeah.
What went wrong? I mean, real wrong. What went wrong?
Not only is he a cheater, he has a baby on the way. What? And I find out he's married.
Yeah, I'm married.
So he's not single.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold up.
Yeah, I'm married.
You didn't... What?
She not my wife. They was friends.
You... Okay, hold up.
Big time out. Big time out.
Yeah. Time.
How
did you find out he was married?
From a female, a different female.
Okay, tell us what happened.
He asked me to put up a post on Facebook stating that we're in a relationship now.
When was this?
So what happens is we put this post up together. He's talking to this female stating like, this is my wife's friend. Your wife's friend? Well, who is your wife?
Okay, wait a minute.
Okay, so you post on Facebook that you're in a relationship.
With him.
This other woman posts and said, who is this? Talking about you.
Yes.
And then the response is...
His response
is this is my wife's friend.
Yes.
And that's how you found out that he was married.
I found out he's married, yes. I didn't know his wife. I didn't know they were married. I do know the family. I was more friends with her sister than her, but I still didn't know this is her husband.
Mr. Roberson, how is that kind of not the first thing out of your mouth when you meet her?
Exactly.
I told her.
You're saying to this court, you did not get involved with a married man. You did not know he was married.
I would never get involved with a married man. I wouldn't talk to a married man.
All right.
But she did.
The question I had,
Hold on.
Have you stepped out of your marriage more than once?
I've been staying with my wife for 2 years.
Okay, but you still married too.
We're going to divorce right now. Proceed right now.
Where the paperwork?
None of your business. You ain't relevant.
Okay, so you had...
Play your role.
So you've had other allegations of other women. You said that you found out somebody's having his baby.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Oh, yeah, let me hear this one.
Another comment.
Come on.
From us posting this, we're in a relationship that he asked me to do. She comments. She's making a negative comment.
A woman comments.
A woman is commenting.
And what did she say?
Others are congratulations. They're happy for us. He's responded. She states, like, who are you? And I'm like, who are you? I'm his baby mama. We're expecting a baby.
And are these messages you submitted to the court?
Yes.
All right, let's take a look at it.
Yeah, let me see this.
Who are you and how do you know Howard, Mr. Roberson?
Who am I? Who are you?
I'm Howard's girlfriend. Why are you so mad and posting all these negative comments on my page?
I don't know who you are and don't care. Howard and I are messing around and I'm also pregnant by him. These are the messages that were sent by this woman.
Yeah.
To you.
To me.
Lies, lies, lies,
Okay.
lies, lies.
All right,
says
so
lies.
wait. I'm gonna ask you some questions. Are you familiar with this other woman who's claiming she's pregnant by you?
He
Oh, I
claimed he
know
don't
her.
know her.
I know her.
Is she pregnant by
No,
you?
she's not.
Have you been in a sexual relationship with her?
I can't hear you.
No.
No, come on, Mr. Milton.
I didn't see this woman since 2000.
Okay, so you do know her, and you have seen
But
her.
I told her when we first got together, I said, there's a whole bunch of women I mess with. I said, no, it'll be some hell when I tell them that me and you together. Did I say that?
He did tell me that.
Okay, then. So I called all
He
the
said
women that I
that.
mess with. I emailed them, texted them right in front of her, and said, I'm with her now. So,
Mr. Roberson, your testimony is you did the right thing. You're saying that these women are just trying to jeopardize your relationship. They're jealous. You had a lot of lady friends, but now that you're off the market, they don't want to accept that.
Yes, I told her that.
What other evidence beside these direct messages and inboxes that you have that he is cheating?
He disappeared on my birthday.
Oh.
For the whole weekend.
All right, tell us about that.
I planned a party, a barbecue. My boyfriend didn't show up. I don't know where he's at. He's not answering his phone. He's not answering text messages. And he got paid this day. So you should be splurging for your woman for her birthday.
At least show up.
Well, he disappeared. I have no idea where he was at, what he was doing, who he was with. I'm calling him. I'm constantly calling. His phone is picking up. It's pocket answering. I'm hearing everything. Everything. Females, males, where they at, what they doing.
How long were you listening to these other conversations?
For hours, like an hour and 20 minutes at the longest.
Wasn't me.
His voice.
Well, my voice.
His voice.
Ms. Milton, you say he disappeared. When he came back, what happened?
When he shows up.
And when does he show up?
3-4 days later.
Oh. 3 or 4 days later, he shows up. What happened?
He was kidnapped. He's kidnapped. This is the kind of lie he comes up with.
I was kidnapped.
He got kidnapped by some female. The female, what was her name? Yeah.
He was kidnapped by a female?
She answered the phone at one point. And she said, yeah, I got him.
That was not that.
Okay, Mr. Roberson.
Can I explain?
Oh, you need to.
Okay, check it out.
It ain't candy.
Check it out.
Please
Okay,
do.
listen. My birthday is in June, right? Now,
This ain't got nothing to do about your birthday.
Please listen. My birthday in June. Now, my birthday comes first, right? What I get for my birthday? $10 worth of tacos and $11 drink. But not to mention, she had $2,000 in her damn pocket, though. But she didn't give me none of that. So her birthday come, I said, F you on your birthday, I'm on my own. I ain't getting nothing from you, you ain't getting nothing from me. Have a nice day. I did just like you played me.
If that was true, why did you come up with this elaborate story about how you got kidnapped?
I did get kidnapped, but it wasn't like that. You know, kidnapped like that. Like they had a gun
what
or
was it
something.
like?
It was like seeing some old people I ain't seen, somebody I never seen before. We had a little get together. She played me on my birthday, so I did the same thing, you know, to each his own.
So the bottom line is you're saying that when you disappeared on her birthday and were gone for 3 or 4 days, you were not cheating with any other female?
Yes.
I was not cheating.
Yeah. Well, why she answer the phone?
That was my cousin's friend, a little 6-year-old.
Gonna say she a female and you kidnapped, she robbing you.
I went to the store to get what I needed from the store. I left my phone there.
You didn't leave your phone. Your phone was in your pocket the whole time.
It
It was.
Anyway.
I heard
Mr.
your
Rob-
voice.
okay.
You don't think I know your voice?
Mr. Cutler, let's look at this.
Let's look.
You all are dating. You put out to the world on social media that you all are a couple. And in that process, you find out for the first time he's married. Number 2, on social media, you get hit up by a woman who says she's pregnant by it.
She the baby mama.
She the baby mama.
Wow.
And he denies that. The linchpin to all this, the killer, and I don't know why a man disappears at Christmas, birthdays, Valentine's Day. I don't know why.
Right
Just
here.
find another day.
And
Payday. But you claim that on your birthday weekend, he just got paid, he disappears. You are calling. Somebody's picking up the phone, and it sounds like him. There's another woman in the background, and he comes back 4 days later and says, yeah, I was kidnapped by this other woman. Am I right?
Yep, exactly.
And that is why you believe, based on all of this, and probably some other stuff we didn't even talk about, he is cheating.
He's a cheater.
But excuse me.
And if you find out that he's cheating,
I'm done.
you're gone.
I'm done.
Yes.
He don't know me.
Mr. Roberson has maintained throughout this whole case that he's been faithful, that he has not been involved with any other women. This court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court would like to call licensed and certified forensics examiner Terry Fisher to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please escort Mr. Fisher into the courtroom. Mr. Fisher.
How are you, sir? Mr.
So, Mr. Fisher, the court ordered Mr. Roberson to submit his phone for examination. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
What did you do to investigate Mr. Roberson's phone?
I did a full forensic examination of Mr. Roberson's phone. I was able to recover current and deleted messages, apps, browser history, photos, and videos.
So, did you find anything in Mr. Roberson's phone as it pertains to communication with other women?
Your Honor, unfortunately, I did. I was able to recover more than 100 text messages between Mr. Roberson and another woman.
Is this one of the text message threads that you found?
That is.
Whenever you have time, can I please get some pictures? Thanks,
For sure.
says the other woman. And then he responds by saying, looking fine, cover girl. This was a text string that you found in his phone.
Yes, Your Honor, it is. Unfortunately, Your Honor, there were 2 pictures also in the phone that were of some concern.
Okay. Do you have those?
Yes, it appears as though Mr. Roberson likes to share himself with many people. I found these photos in his phone.
Well, look at all of you, Mr. Roberson. Mr. Roberson?
Let me see.
Did you take these photos of you?
Who are you sending these pictures to?
Her.
No.
She knows what it looks like. Why are you sending pictures to her?
She can't get enough of it.
Huh? Did he send you
I don't
pictures?
want none of it.
Yeah, yes, you do.
Did he send these pictures
No,
to you?
not at all, yeah.
So you've never received
never
any new
seen this
pictures of
before.
him?
I bet you've seen those pictures.
Never.
Well, in addition to the forensic examination of Mr. Roberson's phone, we also had you submit to a polygraph examination.
Oh, wow.
And we had, is that correct, Mr. Roberson?
Hey, excuse me. Okay,
Hold on.
I like to confess.
Wait.
I like to confess.
So, Mr. Roberson, you did submit to a polygraph exam, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you are now saying you want to confess.
Something happened between me and her. So 2 weeks later, I went to my doctor's office. The woman came up to me, and I gave in temptation. Had a little one-night stand with him.
Really?
While you were in a relationship with Miss Milton?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So all this time you've been saying, I haven't done anything, it was untrue.
Yes, I'm sorry, but...
The weekend of her birthday, what did you do?
Played pool, and that's about it.
And there was a woman involved.
It was a woman, but with no sex. Women, but with no sex, though.
It was close to sex.
Dancing, yeah,
And
hugging.
A little bit of something else.
Hugging.
Just come on clean with it. Come on clean with it.
She gave me oral, and that was it.
all right, so there's 2. What about the woman that said she's having your baby?
I didn't have sex with her in over 18 years. 18 years.
Okay, so you're saying that's not true.
That's not true, Your Honor.
Miss Milton, now that you've heard this information, what's going through your mind right now?
I'm straight. I'm done. I'm through. There's nothing else to talk about.
Tell
I've
him
been
how
fighting for this relationship.
What?
I've been overlooking a lot of stuff. Yes.
Tell him what's going through your heart right now.
I'm hurt. I've been hurt.
So you didn't hurt me in June. You didn't hurt me?
No. I was there for you.
You was out of there.
I wasn't kidnapped, held for hostage.
Okay.
Let me tell you what I see. You're messy.
Very.
You are very messy because you got a wife that you haven't fully divorced yet. So that's a situation that you haven't cleaned up yet.
Thank you.
You've got all these women from your past. And then in a relationship with Ms. Milton, you're still creating more mess with other women by saying, well, you didn't do for me, so I'm not going to do for you. That's not how relationships work. You all have been married for 22 years. You have 2 children together. But Ms. Johnson, you have already made plans to move on depending on what happens here today in this courtroom. Is that correct?
That's correct, I have.
Right. Tell us why you've initiated this case.
We've been married for, it'll be 23 years in November.
Wow.
And we've been together for 24 years. And he started taking his phone to bed with him, to the bathroom with him, to the shower with him. Yeah. The phone used to sit out there. Now the phone, you know, it's with him all the time. He's got it all hugged up to him. He's got that hugged up to him much more than me, that's for sure.
Oh, so he's hugging on the phone, but not hugging on you.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay, Mr. Vernon, why are you so close to your phone but not so close to Miss Johnson?
You got to have somebody to love, so the phone does it, you know. I mean, no. Some of the times that she's talking about, she'd come home from work, she'd get on the couch. TV was more important than me. So I had somebody talk to me, and it was my phone.
Well, let me ask Ms. Johnson something, because you said he's hugging on the phone more than he's hugging on you. Does that mean that there's been some kind of change in maybe your sex life, or?
There has. When we first got together, we had sex 3 and 4 times a day.
3 or 4 times a day?
3 and 4 times a day.
Go, Miss Johnson.
We had time then.
Yeah, but.
So did it go from like 4 times a day to 2 times a day, or I mean, what kind of decrease are we talking about?
It went to maybe 4 to 6 times a year.
So your sex life went from 4 times a day to 4 times a year.
Right.
And so right now you're getting sex quarterly?
Quarterly, yeah, quarterly.
Oh.
And so that's a big red flag to you because, okay, well, if he's not getting it from me, he's getting it from somewhere else, right?
Right, right.
So, Ms. Johnson, have you found anything that makes you think your husband is cheating?
Okay, so the text message I found, we were on vacation, and his phone started beeping. And the first time it beeped, I just left it alone. But you know that annoying sound when it keeps beeping, you know? So I went over, and when I picked up his phone, it said, when we get back home, I'm gonna find somebody 55 years.
That's what it said. It said,
I'm gonna find
somebody
55 years old, another woman. So that was like a kick in the stomach to me.
I can see the tears in your eyes just telling this story. Tell him how finding that text message saying he was gonna get a younger woman made you feel.
It hurt me.
I can understand that. It wasn't for you, though.
Right. That's what I get.
Clearly.
But Mr. Johnson, you understand that she thinks you are involved with somebody else, that you want to be involved with someone else, that you're looking for someone else.
She knew I wasn't looking.
Are you looking for anybody else?
I've never looked for anybody else.
I want to go back and talk to you.
Yes.
Have you found anything else that makes you think Mr. Johnson is cheating?
Absolutely, I have. So, this here, I went and grabbed my call logs. It would only let me go back for 3 months.
Oh, wow, that looks like about 20, 30 pages worth of paper.
Actually,
That's
there's
not all of them.
70-something pages.
70 pages of
78.
And those are all the calls that he made and messages he received and everything on his phone?
Yes.
And I
Just his phone only.
So tell me what you did with that log.
I did a little detective work, And so I started texting these numbers and asking about why they were contacting my husband. And so...
Did you get any responses?
Oh, yes, I did.
What kind of responses did you get?
I had a woman contact me back and tell me that she met my husband on POF. Oh, wow. So here's the text. And here's
Ron,
his
would
dating
you grab those,
profile.
please?
He set up a dating profile.
Okay, let me see
and
the
said he was
text.
separated.
All right, let me see.
So you texted different people, and this person responded to the text. And you wrote, "Hey, this is Vernon's wife. Do you mind telling me who this is and why you and him are talking at 1 and 2 in the morning?"
Right, yeah.
I didn't know he was married. He messaged me.
Right.
And you respond, "I'm sure he did. I have hundreds of pages of numbers he has been texting to people and had found 4 different people he told we were separated and we're not."
And then she writes back, "Try this site, POF."
Right.
So you eventually found out that he had set up a profile on a dating site.
Right.
He has no reason to have a dating site since he's married.
Exactly.
And you're like, why are you doing this?
Right.
All right, let's see what the profile says.
Okay.
It says, "Do you have children?" Yes. 4, long term.
Like looking for?
Yeah, what are you looking for? Long term. Body type, average. Personality, music snob. Religion, other. Ethnicity, Caucasian. I am seeking a female. Do you want children? Prefer not to say. But here's the kicker. Marital status, separate.
Separated. Right.
And then these pictures are of you.
Yes, they are.
Okay. So, Mr. Johnson, you're married. Why are you, 1, on a dating site, and then 2, telling people that you're separated?
You got to realize when somebody tells me they're leaving, I take them for their word, and I go looking for something else. I always did what I had to do to get by in this world.
Was what you had to do go out and get somebody else?
I didn't even go out and get nobody else. I set up a deal. One lady that texted me said she's going to be coming to Texas, and she's going to be coming through my hometown. And I said, why don't you just stop and have coffee?
So you're making arrangements with other women while you're still married?
What she looked like, she can see what I look like. And
wait, and you don't have any remorse about this?
No.
You're just as like, oh yeah, so I met this woman, we were going to meet at McDonald's. He's smiling about it.
Somebody tells me they're going to leave, I believe them.
Okay, but here's the thing. She hasn't left. She's right here.
You can ask my son. She told everybody she was.
Could you please stand?
He knows everything about me.
All right. Would you please state your name?
Vernon Johnson, Jr.
So this is your dad?
Yes.
And this is your mom?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You know them.
Yes.
Your father says that you know everything that's going on with them.
Correct.
It has to be frustrating for you to see your parents going through this.
Of course it is. Of course. It has to be, you know.
And I can see it on your face. Tell me what you've been going through watching this dynamic.
When we go to singings, you know, Dad's always there. Every time I'm playing a gig or a show, whatever, Dad has always been there. You know, and I've seen him talk to other women and stuff like that, but, you know, it's just brief, you know. It's just, you know, how are you doing, you know, good, you know, have a good day, you know, and stuff like that. And Dad will bring me coffee when I'm singing. But to answer your question, you know, on that, you know, I used to get on his phone all the time. I mean, all the time, and I still do it. To like find songs, you know, look up songs. Cause there was a time period, you know, I didn't even have a phone that worked. He never, ever hesitated to give me his phone. So why would he not hesitate if he was cheating?
Did you know he had a dating profile?
Yes, I did.
Well, how do you explain your father being married to your mother, still married to your mother, having the need to have a dating profile?
Well, see, Mom, she told me that she was leaving. And I told her, I said, you know, I said, if that's what you want to do, I said, I'm like Dad, you know, you walk out a door, it's closed. But I know for a fact that my dad has not ever cheated on my mom.
But the reason she was leaving was because she thought he was cheating. And you say that he let you use his phone all the time. She said he became secretive with his phone. He kept it with him all the time, took it with him in the shower.
All right, Miss Johnson, you're shaking your head going, What's going through your head? Why are you saying, no, that's not so?
Because there were more messages. He was talking to somebody else, and I found that message, and he told them that we were separated, and that he goes on the road with his son, and that talking about having one-night stands with his groupies.
Mr. Johnson Jr., when you sing, you travel? Your dad goes with you?
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
So you life out on the road?
Yeah.
I mean, we've all heard stories of musicians and their handlers, their managers, everybody else out on the road. What's Dad doing out on the road?
You know, he kind of helps me, like, get my equipment from place to place, you know.
Well, let me ask a different question. What's he doing with these other women out on the road?
Like I said, it's just brief. I have never, ever seen him disappear. You know, I'll be playing up there on stage, and I'll be staring right at him, you know, and he'll come up and get me coffee or whatever. He has never, ever disappeared for any moment. I always have seen where he's at.
You're saying you've never seen your father with another woman after the show. Is that your testimony?
Yes. I've never seen him with a woman ever. You know, we're always together.
So, Mr. Johnson Jr., from the court papers, it says that you wrote a song about cheating. Do you want to share that with us?
This song right here, I just wanted to kind of reflect on them and kind of maybe straighten things up.
He wrote this.
I'm laying here tonight, bowing my head in shame, thinking about her tonight, and knowing that I'm to blame for losing my only darling, and knowing we'll never be the same. Lord, forgive me, for I'll never mend this pain.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much. You have a nice little style there.
Your song talked about forgiveness. Forgive me for causing this pain. And so, Mr. Johnson Sr., look at your wife. Is there some forgiveness you need to ask her for the pain you've caused her?
What I told her was when we, one night, she was fixing to leave out in 2 or 3 days. And that night, we went to bed, and I told her, I said, I don't want you to leave.
And Ms. Johnson, you're shaking your head.
Yeah, because there's really never been an apology for anything that he did. When I said I was leaving, that was because of the text messages and everything. I wasn't just leaving just to leave, you know. I mean, it was leaving because of what I saw, you know. I didn't create a dating profile to, you know, and he's never apologized for what he's done.
Well, Mr. Cutler, I think we got enough. So here's what we have. Ms. Johnson found in Mr. Johnson Sr.'s phone a text message saying he was looking for a younger woman, and that hurt her deeply.
Yes.
Several different women, 4 women responded. One woman said, I didn't know he was married. I wouldn't have done that.
Yes.
I met him on POF. She found Mr. Johnson Sr.'s dating profile. So this marriage of 20 plus years is on the line.
To figure all this out, this court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court will call a certified polygraph examiner, Dave Lawrence, to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please escort Mr. Lawrence out. Mr. Lawrence, you are a certified polygraph examiner, is that correct?
I am, Your Honor.
You have 30 years of law enforcement experience.
Yes, sir.
26 years of polygraph experience.
Yes, sir.
You've conducted thousands of polygraph examinations, correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. And you conducted a polygraph examination on Mr. Johnson Sr., correct?
I did.
So you asked Mr. Johnson, since getting married to your wife, have you had physical sexual contact with any woman but your wife? What was Mr. Johnson's response?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was being truthful.
She's got that look like, what's next? All right.
You asked Mr. Johnson, since getting married to your wife, have you had sexual intercourse with any woman other than your wife? What was his response?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was being truthful.
All right. So, you've gotten that he was being truthful, that he's not been with another woman sexually or had intercourse with another woman. What are you feeling in this moment?
Well, I feel good about that. It's just the trust for me still is, you know, not quite there.
Well, no, I wouldn't
You know what I'm
expect it to
saying?
go from 0 to 100.
Right,
So, but
right.
you at least know that he's been faithful.
Right.
All right. Now, Mr. Johnson, I'm going to give you the business, and let me tell you why. I appreciate the fact that you have been faithful. But this running around on plenty POF, you need to put that, you need to shut that down.
Oh, yeah, it has been.
All right.
You got a woman here who loves you, who cares about you, who wants to be here. She's got to move out of the house to get your attention. It shouldn't be that way.